Hello. Hello. Right, welcome to what may be the last update of the year. Yeah, we're sitting down again. I quite like sitting down for updates. It's good. It's good. It's relaxing. So yeah, this may be the last update of the year. In fact, it probably is. What we're going to do, this update, then we're going to do the jokes on the Friday, Julian's top 10 jokes of the week. That'll be the last Julian's top 10 jokes of the week of the year. What we're going to do, I've always gone on about consistent content, so I don't want you to think all of a sudden I'm just not caring, giving up on the consistency, but we're going to have a bit of a scheduled break over Christmas and New Year, and we'll come back first Wednesday in the New Year for an update, and the first Friday in the New Year for the next Julian's top 10 jokes of the week. However, what we might do is do one or two little videos over Christmas and just put them out when we feel like it, kind of thing. So we're going to have a break, but I'd be very surprised if we didn't do one or two videos, even if it was just like a straight... If you remember, I did a bonus video about a month ago, 15 jokes in less than 3 minutes. Part of us wants to see if I can do 15 jokes in less than 2 minutes. So I might do that, or I might just do best jokes of the year. So best jokes I've written this year, just bung them all in a video. So it'll just be a jokes video. So it won't be Julian's top 10 jokes of the week. It'll just be whatever I decide to do, jokes. Okay, so that's what I'm probably going to do at some point over the Christmas. But this is the last proper update. And then Friday will be the last Julian's top 10 jokes of the week. And we're going to do it on Christmas. What a shock, eh? Now, I'll be honest. I just said Christmas last week without thinking about it. And I still haven't had a look. And, well... I'm sure I can ring at least 10 Christmas jokes out over what I've done over the years. I can think of 3 or 4 off the top of my head. If they're any good, who knows? Who knows? It's never stopped us before, has it? Ooh. So we're going to do another UK pun-off on Sunday as well. And that'll be probably the last UK pun-off of the year. There'll be a compilation show. There'll be a compilation show on the 27th, but this Sunday's UK pun-off, that'll be the last one of the year as well. So, just going to sort of, take a little bit of time to myself. Well, and my girlfriend as well, of course, and say my son on Boxing Day, but we don't want to be sort of still churning out stuff over Christmas. We want to do it if we want to do it. That's what we're doing, okay? But in the meantime, if you want to post any suggestions for topics, I've had a couple of suggestions this week. Rock music was one of them. That's definitely, that's 95% certain going to happen. Another one was jealousy and envy, which is a good idea, but I'm not sure if I've got 15 jokes on jealousy and envy. So we might do emotions or something like that, and we'll include jealousy and envy. But if you want to comment below on any suggestions for future topics, please do that. That would be appreciated. Remember, subscribe. Just because it's Christmas doesn't mean I'm not going to pester you. I'm actually relying on more of you subscribing over Christmas because you've got more time to yourselves for a few days. So subscribe, like the videos, thumbs up. Let's try and get the thumbs up in the positives. What happens on YouTube, basically, if you get more thumbs up than thumbs down, you get over 50% score. If you get less thumbs up than thumbs down, you get less than 50%. Let's get the rest of these videos above 50%. Most of them are, but we've had a little bit of a dip recently, so where the dislikers have had a little bit of a field day, and they're winning. Ooh, terrible. So let's get some more thumbs up and get it over 50%, please. That'd be great. So share the videos if you like them, thumbs up if you like them, subscribe to the video if you like them. We've got 40 plus videos now. We've had over 5,000 views. It's not too bad, is it? We're on 173 subscribers, something like that. So obviously next year we're aiming to try and get that into 300, 400, 500. Maybe 1,000, that would be great. That's a little bit optimistic, but you never know. You just need 1 or 2 videos to hit and get a load of new followers, and then it just snowballs from there, doesn't it? But we build up every week. We get a couple every week at least. So yeah, we're doing well. From 11 in early August, when I started this up again, up to 173. Not too bad, is it? Not too bad. So this was the update. It's Wednesday, that's why it's the update. Friday, the topic is Christmas. Shock horror. And we'll do Julian's top 10 jokes of the week on Christmas. But in the meantime, why don't I have a look around the video channel? The YouTube channel, YouTube channel. Have a look around. There's 40 plus videos on there. Virtually half of them are jokes videos, or the ones are either updates or little extras. There's plenty there to keep you entertained for at least half an hour if you're bored over the Christmas and New Year. But most importantly, have a lovely Christmas. Make sure you're texting or phoning someone if you're not seeing them. It could make the difference between them having a good day and a bad day. So please do that. And if you are spending it with loved ones, be generous to them. Enjoy New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is the most overrated night of the year, in my opinion, but obviously it'll be very different this year, so we'll see. If you can't get out for a drink, if you're not in Tier 3 in the UK, then get out for a drink. We're in Tier 3, so at the minute we can't get out for a drink, but just make sure, whether you're drinking, whether you're eating, whether you're just spending time with loved ones, or whether you're just messaging a lot of people to keep in contact, be nice to everyone. Sarah Milligan, the South Shields born female comedian, she does a thing, I can't remember what it's called, but if you go onto her Twitter page, she always has something on Christmas Day for those people who are alone, so you can at least go on social media and have a little bit of interaction. So that's spot on from Sarah. I don't know Sarah, I'm not going to pretend I do, but for someone in such a high sort of profile position, that's a lovely thing for her to do, so please get on that. If you are by yourself, Sarah Milligan's Twitter page, and just get some interaction going. Comment below, if you want some interaction, I'll try and get involved, suggest some topics, but most importantly, let's say ta-ra to 2020, and let's say hello to 2021, and hopefully greet it with a smile and be able to hug it. Ooh. Okay, well, this was Julian's update. Friday's going to be Julian's top 10 jokes of the week, and those eagle-eyed people might have noticed that due to some careless editing for Julian's top 10 jokes of the week last week, I missed this bit off. So I'm not missing it off this week. But remember, don't mention Scandinavian barcodes.